Hello, hello, hello. Welcome now, Stock Trades. Boy, today was an exciting day for SoFi. Let's just go ahead and just review the stock price real quick. We are up 20% on the day with a high, I think, of anywhere between 21, 22%. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a wonderful move. And you know what's funny? To all of our SoFi bulls, for all the people that actually understand the fundamentals of SoFi, we already knew this was going to happen. But yet the incumbents and the media would basically want you to think that, SoFi was going downhill. SoFi was essentially, going to basically go bankrupt, and they wanted you to sell. And unfortunately, just letting you know, potentially more institutional investors are going to come in now. However, given the history of the stock, I wouldn't be surprised, especially if we conjure up our former technical analysis genius from 1980 and 90, Mr. Weinstein. We should never buy on strong earnings, which is why I was making it very noticeable last week when the stock was around $7 that it was a great time to buy, right? And if you don't believe us, you can follow our history. But what I wanted to do is, given our connections and given the due diligence and work that we have essentially put into the retail investor community space, what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you something actually pretty incredible here. But first, let me just put it up to my desktop here and let me show you. So as you can see right now, we are an official publisher of the media, okay? So it's SoFi Technologies Q4 2023, a beacon of growth and profitability in the financial sector. What does this mean? Well, we now are able to democratize financial information and be able to inform retail investors of strong due diligence, rather than basically informing them on the day when SoFi explodes. We can basically show them when the stock market goes down, right? When the price goes down. Because historically, when prices go down, like for example, what Jim Cramer was saying, I don't want to touch Tesla at 100 and whatever, sub upper 100s. Or like when Tesla went, or Facebook went down to $100. I don't want to touch Meta and Facebook at $100, but then all of a sudden it rallied up over $200-300, right? The point is, the media is not going to tell you a great time and an opportunity. They're going to play on your emotions to where when the stock price goes down, they want you to sell. And when the stock price goes up, they want you to buy, which is completely dumb money, okay? Which is why now we're an effective publisher. And if you look at us now, we are actually... if you look up this paper that we published, we are technically in the top stories now. We are officially in the top stories. Thank you so much, Ken. This basically should reaffirm you that our stock trades is not going anywhere, that our platform focuses on quality conducted research. We're not just, on Twitter. I'm trying to create an enterprise. Again, I'm an aspiring brain surgeon. So the capital that we're going to be getting from all my endeavors is going to be directly aimed into democratizing financial information, quality equity research to investors around the world. So what is the paper that we published? Well, it's right here. It was published on Market Screener and 500 other news media outlets, as well as Benzinga, as you can see here. If you don't believe us, you can go ahead and scroll all the way down, and you can say media contact is company name is Al Stock Trades, and that's the name of our channel, isn't it? Likewise, if you scroll down here as well, you can see our media contact here, Al Stock Trades. So what does this paper say? Well, I went ahead and conducted a beautiful presentation for you guys. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it here. So I'm going to go ahead and read through them because this is going to be integrated within our podcast. So I usually don't read out of a slide, but we're going to go ahead and pretty much go from there. So SoFi Technologies Q4 2023, a beacon of growth and profitability in the fintech sector. So SoFi reported Q4 today with a 35% increase in GAAP net revenue to $615 million and a 34% rise in adjusted net revenue to $594 million. Membership grew by 44% to 7.5 million. 7.5 million members, with a product number up 41% to 11.1 million. So this is a record-breaking quarter. So if we go ahead and take a look and do a deep dive, as we just said, They increased by 35% on the net revenue, 34% on the adjusted, and 44% on membership growth, which is just a spectacular quarter. So their tech platform and financial service segments has paid dividends, contributing to 40% of the fourth quarter adjusted net revenue. So obviously, finally, their work into this platform is actually doing really well. And the company's net interest margin witnessed sequential and year-over-year expansion, reaching 6.02%. I also wanted to talk about the overall margins. EBITDA margins, I think they're around 30%, but they, Mr. Noto said that these are undervalued estimates, and it's better to revise up than to revise down. It's a little trick that a lot of publicly traded companies do that actually are smart. They tend to want to revise, like pretty much under promise, over deliver. So overall, looking ahead, 2024 outlook for SoFi, they're expecting Q1 to bring around $550 to $560 million dollars in the first quarter, with an adjusted EBITDA of 110 to 120 million. The full year guidance is equally promising, with expectations for the tech platform and financial services segment to grow by at least 50% and lending revenue to maintain 92% to 95% of 2023 levels. So the financial service segment witnessed 115% revenue increase, record revenue across SoFi Money, credit card, and lending services. Lending segments had a 10% increase in adjusted net revenue, which basically gave you a robust demand for the personal and student loans. So the technology platform, they had an organic growth of 13% year over year, and they have they've diversified their client contributions more towards on the growth side. So overall, we're going to go ahead and continue following SoFi. We're going to follow up this video with another intrinsic value calculation, and we're going to initiate another price target. But this time, we're going to try to go ahead and initiate the price target on our media company. And yeah, guys, again, if you our coupon code, you'll never see prices this cheap. Take advantage. If you like our due diligence on our free service, just imagine our paid subscriptions. We literally take care of our members. We believe we are the top 10 best research platforms that provide Wall Street institutionally high-grade data for retail investors, hands down. So overall, folks, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Take a look at our article here, SoFi Technology Q4 2023, a beacon of growth and profitability in the fintech sector space. You can go ahead and check it out here. Again, we are our top stories. And most importantly, we are now a media company. We are a publishing entity, and we have over 400 outlets that we basically publish to. So many outlets now. So many. You hit this right here, and it basically will take you to this article. Okay. We mean business, and we're not messing around when we say we are trying to democratize this information. For far too long, retail investors have been losing to the manipulative practices of Wall Street. It's time to fight back, and we have the capital to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege and honor, and I will see you on the next one.